Look who we got tonight in town. Oh! Dipshits led by Captain Blockhead. My goal is to injure him tonight. So I may miss some runs and give them some breaks, but I have a goal.
And he loses control here. Moves it quickly over to Tanev.
Oh.
And that's intercepted in the defensive end.
Bunghole. There's the first hit on him.
Grabs it in his own end. And he slides it quickly to Kachuk. From the left side, they gain the zone.
Fuck off, you loser. Such a shithead.
Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Marner's got it in the offensive zone. And a stiff break setup. Korpisalo's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. We're still in the early stages of this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Ottawa's won the defensive zone draw. Wants some open space at center. Kachuk's got it against the boards. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Can't connect with the shot.
Almost.
Grabbed along the boards by Matthews. Quick pass
What
to
the fuck?
Riley.
Who do you think I'm sending that to?
Right out to center ice.
Jesus Christ.
Fires it on net.
Seriously.
How did he get a piece of that? Tries to get the puck over to Nylander. Here's a short pass to Ekman.
Bing. Eggman gets in on it.
Oliver Ekman Larson.
I don't think there's a single goaltender in the league that's going to catch up to that shot, James. I mean, the puck just explodes off the stick.
The Corporal.
The Leafs finally break the ice and get the game's first goal.
Yeah, and it's an important one, James, because there's not much room out there and not much separating these two teams. So that little bit of a cushion may give them the stir, the press they need to be more consistent and try and get another one on the board.
Quick feed to Giroux.
Garooks.
Takes it into the slot.
Good block.
Oh, zero fear to get in front of that shot. Moves it to Ekman Larson. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral
Oh,
zone.
Booby. Booby.
With a solid stop on that
Ricky
play.
Booby.
Oh, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The
It's actually a
ability
decent
to get
shot.
to the top
Such a
of the
long
crease
range,
and be square
quick
to the
release.
shooter. That's a great save.
Ottawa's got it in their own zone. With possession along the wall. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Sends a pass over.
Shit.
The Senators take possession in the defensive end. Shot.
Barnstorm.
Goaltender getting a piece of that one.
Eggman's jumping tonight.
All alone.
Oh, I thought that was going to get there. Otherwise, I would have just shot it.
Away.
And he knows exactly where
Ah.
he is in his crease to be able to make this play.
Shit.
If he misses, James, it's in the back of his net.
Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Ottawa's got the puck in their own end. Through the neutral zone and along the boards. Here they come.
Ah!
Fires
Ooh.
it, and the traffic neutralizes that threat.
Norris' compete level is off the charts. I mean, he stumbles and he's off balance, but finds...
Breakaway.
Bing! Jakey boy.
This entire play is fantastic, James. Speed, reading the play, and he recognizes he's got a ton of time, freezes the tender, and buries it home. He's in on a breakaway, and some guys know exactly what they want to do, and some guys take what's given, but what a shot that is. He had no chance.
Toronto's taking a 2-0 lead here in period number 1.
This is the start they wanted, James. They can hold on to it and go into the first intermission with a 2-0 lead, all because they've opened up lanes, and every time they've had an opportunity to take it to the net, they have.
Puck grab by Tanev. Here they come on the rush. Moves
God.
quickly over to Reeves.
Revo just couldn't get in there.
Slides it across to Tarasenko. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2.
Haven't had many opportunities to take runs at blockhead. I got him a couple times, but there he is. Deposit that motherfucker into the bench. It was a close Four Nations tournament, but I'll tell you what, for the fans of Team USA, you Americans out there, it's always going to be close because, you know, USA has way more people than Canada and way more resources to put towards programs and stuff like that. So they're always going to be competitive. But I'm going to give you a hint. Idiots like the Tkachuk brothers are more of a hindrance to winning than they are a help. Hockey players are tough. They're honorable. They will do anything to win. They will play through injuries. They will do this. They will do that. Those guys are a fucking sideshow. Their antics on the ice, their antics off the ice. They're not the kind of players you want on your team. Getting rid of guys like that will give you a better shot at winning. There's guys like Matthew Nyes on the Leafs. He should have been on that team. This guy right here, he is fucking unbelievable. I would have replaced Matthew Tkachuk with him in a goddamn instant. That kind of tomfoolery, you know, in the NHL in a fucking mid-February game, like who cares, you know? But you're not going to win a tournament like that with clowns like that. You may win the odd one, but it's going to be the other guys that are being, you know, the heart and soul of the team, you know. And they'll shit hook their way into goals, like Tkachuk's goal in that gold medal game. You know, the whole play was a broken play. Like Matthews tried to do a wraparound, it rolled off his stick to Tkachuk. He got a stick on it, but didn't get full contact. It flutterballed through 8 different players. Like these aren't the guys you want on your team. And they're making fun of Canada because, you know, they're talking all about their group chat planning those 3 fights at the start of the game, which I've heard so many Americans say, oh, we won all 3 of those fights. I'm like, do you even know what happened there? Like, do you know what hockey's about? I'd say 2 of the fights were a draw, and the one fight, Parayko destroyed JT Miller. So if anything, it was 1 win for Canada and 2 draws. That's what I would have called it. There seems to be a lot of miseducation about the game of hockey down there, which could be just a lot of people that just don't watch hockey regularly, but because it's an international tournament and they want to see USA win, they pretend like they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they don't. Yeah, this whole group chat thing, and then they're talking about Canada. Oh, I guess they're not as good of a team because they don't have a group chat. It's like, no, we don't need a fucking group chat to know what we're going to go out and do on the ice. Like, fuck off. Just, they're a sideshow. The best thing your team can do is get rid of players like that. I don't care how good people think they are. They're nothing but a fucking distraction, and they're an embarrassment. A complete embarrassment. And look, they barely even played, too. Like, because they got hurt. Fuck off. A real hockey player would have played through it.
Takes the feed. The Leafs take it along the wall. The Senators look to start the transition game.
So yeah, USA's got a good team, and they always will from now on, but when you get behavior like this from guys, it's not the kind of team you want. People may disagree with me, but and people may say, well, Brad Marchand acts that way. Yeah, he does some questionable stuff on the ice, but listen to the guy off the ice. He's nothing but a class act. You know what I mean? Like, Brad Marchand is the kind of player that I hate the Leafs playing against him, but if they had a chance to get him, I'd take him in a heartbeat. Whereas the Tkachuk brothers, not a chance I'd want them on the Leafs. Not a fucking goddamn chance. Oh!
Ottawa's got the puck.
So yeah, U.S., you got a good team. Just get rid of your bungholes, and you'll have a lot better end result.
And with that, 2 periods now in the books.
And JT Miller's a bunghole too. Like that whole drama in Vancouver this year, guarantee he was the cause of it, not Pettersson. Guarantee it. It'll be another close contest at the Olympics next year.
And we are just moments away from the start of the 3rd period.
I'll be curious to see who's back for Canada because Sid's getting older, but the guy's still unbelievable. Like, I'm fully expecting, unless he gets hurt, that he'll be there for sure.
Been that great, James. They're fortunate to still be in this game. So in the 3rd period, they have to change the mindset. They have to use their instincts, and they have to start attacking. If they're going to shoot the puck from the perimeter, they have to have traffic in front. If they're going to shoot it from the inside, they got to look for rebounds, and they have to have a killer instinct attitude.
Fuck.
Made the stop on the play.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
This is too close of a game after all these blowouts. Stutz got nailed.
Plenty of time left in this frame. The Leafs lead it.
So yeah,
what has been an entertaining game thus far.
This whole Canada-US thing has become an interesting scenario.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
I've heard a lot of people saying
Takes the feed at the point. And that shot dies in
that
traffic.
Canadians shouldn't be booing the American anthem, and I get it because I hate when they bring politics into sports, like when all the players were kneeling on the football games. Like, I don't like, sports are sports. I don't want, like, the only reason USA should be being booed is because when their guys skate out onto the ice, you know, they're the enemy, right? Like, of course, boo them, right? But yeah, the whole politics thing is annoying, but I understand why people are doing it, because, you know, you got the president in there saying, oh, we're going to make you the 51st state, we're going to tariff the fuck out of you. Although I wouldn't do it, I can't blame other people for doing it, right? Because that is, I mean, Canadians are generally a likable sort. We're polite, whatever. We don't really say much because there's really no reason to until something needs to be said. But I understand why people are pissed off about this, right? So, you know, it is what it is. But it's
face-off looming as both centers get into position.
the way it's funny because whenever Canada-US plays, it's always like such a big rivalry, right? But, you know, we're neighbors. We have very similar, you know, North American lifestyles, so there's a lot of similarities between us, right? But there is this rivalry as well, so it's kind of funny, right? And I mean, I've been to the States a million times, and I love going there. To me, it's one of those things, like, people say, like, people from the U.S., there's a lot of ignorance there, and you know what, there is. But, you know, you get that with every population to a certain degree, you know? And the way I see it is... well, that was something. Is that you can't judge a whole nation by a certain percentage of their population, right? So it's the same as you can't dislike a person because of the color of their skin, right? The only reason to dislike a person is because they're a bad person, they're an asshole or whatever, right? And yeah, there's going to be a high percentage of people down in the States that are ignorant assholes, but there's also going to be a high percentage here in Canada, right? You get it with every country, you get it with every race, you know, so the way I see it is, you know, I like the U.S. I just don't like the ones I run into that are bad people, just like I don't like the Canadians here at home that I run into that are bad people, right? So, it's just when, you know, you get a nation that, and we're being kind of not attacked, but you know, threatened with this 51st state nonsense and all this other bullshit, right? Like, I can see why people have their backs up right now in Canada, right? Like, and I can't blame them. I can't fault them for that.
Here's a chance.
That had Domi got it. Beauty. Little tippage. You know, people in Canada are proud of their country, despite how it's been run into the ground by our government. But we definitely have a proud heritage and a definite identity, and you know, a lot of us are still proud of that, despite all the recent nonsense. So when we get those kind of outside threats and attacks, you know, we're a nice people, but we cannot be nice. You know, we do have that in us, right? So yeah, it's a very curious, interesting situation that I never really thought I would see happen, you know what I mean? So it'll be curious to see how it continues to unfold, right? Oh, Jimmy Stutz.
I love his confidence and composure with the puck, James. I mean, he will manipulate his opponent as he's maneuvering his way to the net because he's willing to...
I actually haven't been to the States in a while.
When he gets
Definitely since before COVID. Like, COVID has kind of ruined travel for me. I hear about people that go away, and the airports now are fucking even more nuts than they were beforehand, which was insane enough for me. So yeah, so travel to me has just become kind of a non-option. You know what I mean? I don't want to put up with all that nonsense, but I mean, a cross-border trip could be okay, but yeah, it's been quite a while. We've always done trips to Florida in the past, every few years, to do the theme parks and shit, right? Because I love that shit. A lot of Orlando area stuff with Disney, Universal, Islands of Adventure. Legoland's amazing. And in the past, like way in the past, we do ski trips to like New York State, Maine. Fuck, Sunday River in Maine was an awesome trip. Yeah, it's been a long time, but yeah, I always had positive experiences when I went to the States. A lot of nice people down there. But yeah, now with our sinking dollar still, it's even more reason to not go. Travel difficulties and a shitty dollar, and now living on my own too. There's no chance I can't even travel within my own province, for fuck's sake. It is what it is. 5-1. Some suspect goals. A win's a win, baby. Oh, Blockhead got the belt. Bunghole. All bees. All bees.